Good morning and welcome back to Travels with Bert. As you can see, once again we're traveling in Bert, and I hope that today you're getting a better view than you have in the past. I've had a couple of choices in the past as to where I mount the camera. Sometimes I pop the hood and mount it on the front, but that's a little bit fiddly because it means unfastening bolts and also the camera could get damaged. And the last couple of times I've mounted it on the tripod in the back, and that works quite well, but I don't think you can see very much, and I'm always scared that the tripod's going to fall over. So right now I've mounted it onto the visor, which I think is giving you a better view. In fact, the windshield's a bit dirty. You might want to cover your face while I just wash the windshield. Yeah, that seems quite good. Hopefully you can see more. We're just coming up to the place that I want to be, but I'm just going to pause for a moment, because after we've been to this place on the left, which we're just coming to now, I'm going to turn left here in a moment, but we're going to come out again and continue down that little road on the right there. First of all, we're going to go to a place called Talet, or Talet Bay, which is on the left, and then we'll come and go to another bay, which, as far as I can tell, doesn't have a name. There's a bar down there, it's called Talet Bay, but I can't find a name for the bay. But anyways, you'll see in a minute. We'll just go down here first. I'll keep looking at the camera to make sure it's not falling off. I think it's okay. It's shaking around a bit, but I think the gimbal will fix that. So here we are, here's the bottom of the bay. And we're kind of lucky because there used to be a big wooden house right here blocking the view. I don't know what happened to it, whether it blew over or it washed away or somebody took it away. But at least you can see the bottom of the bay. Unfortunately, the tide is not all the ways in. It'll look a bit better if it was. But anyways, that's not where we want to be, because the main feature is halfway around the bay. So we're just going to go further down this gravel road. Not very far. Hang on to your breakfasts. I bet you think I can't get through there. Well, you're wrong. Ha! And you're probably wondering why we're coming down this road into some mangrove swamps, but you'll see in a minute. Just going to leave Bert right here in the middle of the mangrove swamps, and I'm going to grab the camera and we'll go out to the left there. Okay, so perhaps now you can see why we're here. Just going to walk down this little hill here and over towards this wooden jetty. And I'm very happy to say they've made some improvements since the last time I was here. It used to be necessary to wander through the sea to reach these steps. But they put some nice concrete blocks for us to walk on, and they've repaired the steps, so I think this time I won't fall in the sea. Okay, now you can properly see why we're here. Very interesting, picturesque wooden jetty here with some fishing boats at the end. And interestingly, the first time I came here, I thought what a fantastic photograph it would be if I could get the sun setting in that gap there. But unfortunately, the sun doesn't set in that gap there. It never actually comes this far across, so that was just a nice idea. And in fact, you can't really tell from here, but that's not a valley. That's actually two pieces of land. The mainland on the left, and on the right, this is an island. You can see with the small beaches here. I'll just stick in an aerial shot which was taken close to sunset so you can see it. It is actually a separate island. And now I will go down to the end of the jetty, because I'm sure you'd like to see the view from there. And I have to say, I've been very impressed with what they've done here. It's all brand new from the last time I came. It was a very precarious walk Most of the wood was broken. Half of the, I don't know what you call it, the handrail, I guess, on the side, that was all broken in places, and there really was quite a risk of falling in the sea. But I think today I won't do that. Okay, we made it to the end without any catastrophe, and welcome to Talet. Okay, welcome to our Talet, or Talet Bay it should really be, but welcome anyways. You can see that down there it looks a little more precarious. I don't think I want to go down there. And let's have a quick look around. This side we're looking at the mainland, all the way around. Some interesting hills at the back, and that's where we're going to go next. We're just going to go to the other side of that hill to look at another bay. And I'll keep going around so that you can see out to sea. We're basically looking north here. And so I'll just run like crazy back down the jetty. Well, thank you for that. We're only going next door. And we'll just go back to Bert, and I'll put the camera back behind the visor so that you can see the trip around to the next bay. Okay, hopefully you're getting a good view out the front again. We'll just zip back through these bollard things. Try not to hit them. So one day my friend Annette over in Phuket said that we should call these in-car sections bird's eye view. I think she'd forgotten to take her medications that morning, but she's okay again now. I am, of course, joking. I'm just jealous that I didn't think of that. Bird's eye view. It's a good name, isn't it? But I'm not going to use it because it wasn't my idea. Okay, here we go. We've got to go a long ways down this little gravel road before we can go left out towards the beach. Good, the gate's not locked. Sometimes this gate here is closed and locked, and you can't get to the beach. I think we might have seen the end of the sunshine for today. When I got up this morning, I decided it was definitely not a filming day. It was 100% overcast. I thought, no, not going anywhere today. And then suddenly it cleared. And now it's going cloudy again. Anyway, it was quite nice at Talet, so I think you got a good view there. And as usual, we'll end with some aerial shots, which were taken on days when it was super sunny. All right, we're just coming around here now. The beach should come into view. Well, I call it a beach. There isn't really much of a beach. It's a bay, really. The bay is in view. And if I remember correctly, we can go right down to the end there without falling in the sea. So the story I promised you about this particular bay is that the island on the left that you're looking at now, there's two islands there. The one on the left, it's called Koh Nui. And if you remember the visit we made to Wat Don Sak, that's the one with the huge statue of the monk generally called LP Tuat, was very famous in this area. So one day he went to that island on a fishing boat with some fishing friends. I'm talking hundreds of years ago. And when they got there, they were incredibly thirsty. So the story goes that he just tapped his cane onto the ground and up popped some fresh water, just like magic. And you can go there today, and despite the fact that the island is quite obviously in the middle of the sea, there is a small freshwater lake which is somehow fed from underground. So a lot of people make pilgrimages there. They will rent a long-tail boat and they'll climb up some steps, and there's a small shrine or temple at the top. In fact, I sent Maxie out there one day and took some aerial views. You can see here, I can't see too well, but there is obviously some kind of shrine down there. And that's really why this place is famous. So we'll just end with a quick view around the bay. Unfortunately, it really doesn't look so nice with the tide out and the fairly grey sky, but at least you can say you've seen it. So there's the two islands again. And we come all the way around, and that's it. So as promised, I'll leave you with some aerial video. And for now, it's goodbye from Bert, and it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.